movie I have to watch every couple of years.
I love this film for many reasons.
Every frame really is a piece of art.
But it's really storytelling done so well.
It's just a great movie.
And essential. Metropolis, 1927. Fritz Lang's direction of this movie is phenomenal.
This is hands down one of the most influential movies ever made.
This is a great example of the great work being done by filmmakers in Europe before the Second World War.
Metropolis is an original in every sense of the word.
Metropolis, 1927. One of the reasons that I'm so happy we're showing it as part of our essentials is because it is essential, but also it was made in 1927, the end of the silent screen era, when silent screen filmmaking was reaching its apex in creativity and imagination and all that. And also I love the fact it's not a film from Hollywood, it's a film from Germany in 1927 in the pre-World War II era. And so it shows, you know, how advanced filmmaking in Europe was as well. And sometimes we tend to think Hollywood did it all, made all the movies and everything. Yeah. And it really shows, because the German film industry before Hitler, before the Nazis came and took over, Germany was one of the most creative of all the film industries anywhere in the world. But I just think it's great to have this legacy, and it's so advanced for its time, and
yeah.
It's so imaginative, and the sets and the direction by Fritz Lang.
Well, I think this is one of those films that it's so clear to see how it influenced other filmmakers
right.
as well. You can see the impression stamp of this film throughout the years of filmmaking. And I think it is so groundbreaking. I think it has such a poetic message. I think it explores religion and, you know, stature and how things should be run. I think it has very layered storytelling in it. And of course, the visuals, the architecture, the miniatures, the beautiful Art Deco nature, the special effects with the robot. I mean, it is just a stunning film through and through, and keeps you thinking about the way that the world and life should function
right.
as well, which I think is really amazing when you're looking at such stunning visuals, but that you're thinking the whole time.
Where the visuals may not be as stunning as some people today, because we're so used to great visuals now, but you also have to realize, you know, what people were seeing in movies in 1927.
Absolutely.
What they hadn't seen in movies in 1927.
And all these processes that
yeah.
went into making this specific film, these groundbreaking, you know, methodologies of glass and double exposures and the kaleidoscope lenses that they use.
Right.
And the sets are so extraordinary. These very high ceilings.
Right.
Very tall doors. Everything is about scale in this movie.
Right. Also, it's about the scale dominating people. The
yeah.
people are, you know, the masses running the city, making the city work, the metropolis work, are all underground.
Exactly.
Doing it. I find it so ironic and so interesting also that a film from Germany before the war is so much about the masses being held down
yeah.
and becoming robots to one man who
yeah.
controls. How interesting, how ironic that that's the country that later would become, you know, dominated by one man,
yeah.
controlling their lives.
Well, again, the poetic messaging of where it all leads to,
yeah.
For me, is really what made this film for me.
Right.
That the decision of what the ultimate resolution is in the poetic message that you'll see at the end of the film, it brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
And I think I would love to continue to carry that message out. I think it's so profound and accurate.
Yeah, and we're going to see it right now.
Yes.
Have a look with direction by Fritz Lang, beautifully restored recently with newly discovered footage from 1927, Metropolis.